Hey everyone, welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. I'm Martin Wenzel. Welcome back to the stream. Good afternoon. It's 12:36 in the afternoon here in the Central Time Zone, United States of America, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. It's a cold morning, but we are in warm Qatar. Well, the weather might not be warm, live weather, but we do have a morning flight here. So in real life, the temperature would probably be warmer. We got some liveries kind of bouncing in and out. I've got VATSIM open, but there's not a lot of VATSIM activity happening here, so I am using Alpha India Group traffic. This is a beautiful freeware airport, and talking to the creator of this airport, there are a few of these planes on the ground here that are static aircraft, but most of these actually are AIG traffic. There are that many planes at the gates ready to go with the flight plans from AIG AI traffic. So this is a pretty busy looking airport. Not gonna be as interesting as doing it on VATSIM like last night, San Francisco, where it was pretty busy, but it should be fun. But let's get in to our plane. Here we are, Qatar. We are flying. This is leg 83 of our Microsoft Flight Simulator World Tour, flying into every country in the world via commercial airliners. And this is leg 83. We've completed Africa. We're doing a little bit of Middle East and setting up to go into Europe. And we're flying from Doha, Qatar to Tehran, Iran. We're at Hamad International Airport, the new airport for Doha, Qatar. We're going to be flying to Imani Khomeini. Let me see if I can get this better. Imam Khomeini International Airport in Ahmadabad, Tehran, Iran. This is Qatar Airways 482, flown using the Airbus A320neo, and we're using FlyByWire's excellent A321X mod for that plane. Alpha India Group traffic, as I said, Bajan Habashi's 4-season pack for the trees and the seasons, of course. And that's basically it for now. Got a few other mods, all found in the description below on the YouTube video. Let's get inside the plane, get it set up. Let's turn down the beats a little bit. Oh, you know what I didn't check? I didn't check if I have a loading music for Qatar. I think I do. Yes, I do. Alright. First things first. Hold in from SimBrief on our flypad. OFP. Look at our fuel. 7,271. 7,271 kilograms. Real time, that's going to take 4 minutes for them to fuel. And we'll do the rest of our plane setup. Parking brake is on. Flaps and ground spoilers are retracted. Engine master is off. Engine ignition is normal. Masters are off. Idle for the thrust levers. Flaps, or not the flaps, so the landing gear is up. Or down. We want it down. Anti-skid on, and the wipers are off. With this we can turn on batteries, external power. Oh, okay. Those are other people talking. Put our adheres, 1, 2, 3. Crew oxygen supply, ground control on. And we'll turn the nav logo lights on for now. No smoking on. Emergency lights armed. APU fire engine fire test. Pull up this screen so you can see.
Contact tower on 118.525 when ready.
Engine 2 fire test complete. You can see we have our parking brake on. TCAS is in standby. We are refueling. Alignment for the adheres in 6 minutes, and no portable devices. Basically, that's a sign for no smoking nowadays. Oh, maybe. I don't know. Alright, so double check on our checklist. Double, triple, quadruple check. Just gonna turn up our screens here.
Ground Qatari tree, 4 tree heavy, requesting the end of pushback.
Oy, oy, oy.
Qatari tree, 4-tree heavy request to end pushback received.
Every once in a while, you lose the cursor in Flight Simulator.
Ground Qatari 4-tree heavy with mic ready to taxi IFR.
Alright, so we're going to go into the flight computer.
Qatari 4-tree heavy taxi to end home
ATSU,
runway 16
AOC
right
menu,
via taxiway Echo 1
mid
Echo
press,
4 Delta Sierra
get that
Tango
data
3
request.
Romeo Kilo Lima 11.
Back over
Contact
here,
tower
we're
on
going to do weight and
118.525
balances.
when
Send
ready.
request and get the passengers boarding. Same time, we'll open up PAC-X as well. So I like to simulate
Taxi to end hold short runway
the
16
passengers.
right using taxiway
Two different ways
Echo
to simulate
1 Echo 4
passengers. This
Delta
one a little bit
Sierra
more
Tango 3
interactive.
Romeo Kilo Lima
Time until
11
takeoff 28 minutes.
4-tree
Flight time, we'll do an hour 45. Qatari 4A2 is our flight. Cruise 35,000. I think we'll have a final of 36,000. We do have boarding music, and I'll play the safety brief in a different way. And we'll do in-flight
Qatari
entertainment.
1-tree 87 heavy hold position caution diverting on the taxiway. Qatari 1-tree 87 heavy continue taxi.
Okay, so we got passengers boarding. We are fueling.
87 heavy.
Let's get our clearance. We don't have any VATSIM coverage right now, so we'll just stay with the in-game ATC for the time being. There we go. IFR clearance. Perfect.
Clearance delivery Qatari 482 ready to copy IFR clearance to IKA.
Qatari 482 is cleared to IKA Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 16 left climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure frequency is 126.7 squawk 0515.
Alright. Takeoff runway 6 left. Climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure on 126.7 squawk 0515.
Qatari 482 cleared to IKA Airport as filed. Takeoff runway 16 left climb and maintain 5,000 feet. Departure on 126.7 squawk 0515.
Qatari 482 rate back is correct. Contact ground on 120.225 when ready to taxi. Good day.
Alright, now we're going to tune the ATIS, get a little bit of information.
Tango Hotel Airport information Mike 0400 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility tree. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 10. QNH tree 0.09er. ILS runway 16 left and ILS runway 16 right in use.
I missed the winds.
Landing
We'll listen again.
runway 16 left and runway 16 right. VFR aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have Mike.
Alright, just listen to the ATIS. We have, this can be information for our calculations we're going to need later.
Visibility tree. Sky condition clear. Temperature
Did I miss the winds again?
Dew point 10.
Ah,
QNH tree 0.09er.
I'm going to throw in our QNH is 30.09.
Departing runway 16 left and runway 16 right.
Temperature 15.
Aircraft say direction of flight. All aircraft read back hold short instructions. Advise controller on initial contact you have November. Oscar Tango Hotel Airport information November 0400 Zulu. Wind calm. Visibility tree. Sky condition clear. Temperature 15. Dew point 10.
Okay, so it said wind calm.
0.09er.
So it's saying 180 at 1 knots.
Left and ILS runway 16 right in use. Landing and departing runway 16.
Alright, tune ground. So that's going to be information we need a little bit later. Open our charts list. Airport. Departure, yep. Alright. So we got our clearance. Passengers are coming on board. We're going to go to our NIT page. And our alternate today If we can bring up our flight plan. Alternate is Oscar India Golf Golf.
Ground Qatari 960 Heavy requesting the end of pushback.
Flight number 482. Cost index 8 today. Cruising initial is 350, but final will be 360. Go to our flight plan. Our first point is Alven. And click on the left, click here on airways. We have an airway is Tango 430. Take that to Ragaz. From Ragaz we'll go to Uniform Tango 430. The Lagsa. And Lagsa take Romeo 659er to Boxan. Alright, there's our flight plan. Insert it. Make sure we have no discontinuities. Back in here, we're taking off a runway 16 left today. And we're going to be going out on Alvin 1 Echo. Okay, so we're going to have to change our, because they have us going the opposite direction from our flight plan, as you can see. So change our runway. 16 left. Departure Alvin 1 Mike. Insert. Alright, continuing on radial nav page, we don't need to put anything in there. For our departure performance page, we do have fuel on board, so seatbelt signs on. Go back in here to our weights and balances. Still got passengers coming on. But we can start working on our calculations. Hi Sasha Broom. I saw you on last night when I had to end a stream. So sorry about that. Big sorry about that. We did end up doing a stream later. San Francisco to LAX on VATSIM, which was kind of fun. There was full coverage at San Francisco, but then it kind of dropped off. But we got into Los Angeles, had enough coverage to do that. We're on VATSIM right now just in case something does come on. But there's no coverage over the Persian Gulf or Iran. There is coverage behind us in Saudi Arabia. Alright, so we are on the performance page. Let's bring up the performance calculator. I've got a number of things loaded in. Let's get our gross takeoff weight. Is going to be 62,700, I think that was. $62,700. Center of gravity, we're not there yet. We are going to have air conditioning on. Runway length. Here in Qatar, runway. Where's my airport map? 16 left, so we're going to have to go to the other side of the airport as well. From where we're at. Yep. Okay, 16 left is 156 degrees. Length in meters, 4850, so a nice long runway. Airport elevation 13 feet. Winds were 180 at 1 knot.
Hold position caution, other traffic.
Hold position Qatari Niner 60 Heavy.
We're just waiting for the passengers to get on board to get that final center of gravity.
Yeah, how much longer do we have on our boarding process?
We're still boarding. Let us know if you need anything.
Qatari 713, heavy hold position caution, diverting on the taxiway.
Hold position Qatari 713 Heavy.
Qatari 713, heavy, continue taxi.
Roger Qatari 713 Heavy.
Qatari 713, heavy hold position caution, diverting on the taxiway.
Hold position Qatari 713 Heavy.
Qatari 713, heavy, continue taxi.
Hey, can we finish our boarding process a little faster back there?
We'll see what
Roger
we can do.
Qatari 713
No
Heavy.
problem.
Alright, so all of our passengers are on board in the computer.
Qatari Niner 60 heavy,
So we
continue
can
taxi.
go to init page 2. Zero fuel weight, center of gravity is 24.7.
Roger Qatari Niner 60 Heavy.
Calculate. Alright, V1 is 126, kind of light today. 145 for V2. Transition is 13,000 feet. Thrust reduction 813. Flex takeoff 55 degrees. Flaps 1 up 0.8.
We're ready to go when you are.
Okay, that cargo door should be closing. Power truck, go on to APU. So APU is generating the power. Go back to door page, that cargo door. Still closing. Oh, I don't know where that guy's going. Hopefully we can get that baggage door closed.
Ground Qatari 75, Heavy requesting pushback.
Maybe we can do it in here.
Flight Heavy pushback request accepted.
Go away, baggage. I want to close the doors. We need that door closed, otherwise it's going to be a short flight. Alright, we got the crew oxygen supply on, fuel pumps on, air conditioning on, navigation lights on, APU bleed on, external power off. And our beacon on. Our pushback.
Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground.
This is ground.
Cockpit to ground.
Stand by.
Cockpit to
This
ground.
is ground. Stand by. This is ground. Stand by.
I don't know what's
This is
going on.
ground. Stand by. Okay, sir.
The parking
bypass
brakes
pin
are
is
set.
installed.
You may
All
lift.
doors and hatches
The parking
closed and
brakes
all
are
ground
set.
equipment
You may
is
lift.
removed.
The
Okay,
parking
sir.
brakes are
The
set.
bypass
You may
pin is
lift.
installed. All
The parking
doors and
brakes are
hatches
set.
closed
You
and
may
all
lift.
ground equipment is removed. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed.
I don't know
All
why
doors and
everything has to
hatches
repeat
closed and all
4
ground
times or
equipment is
whatever.
removed. Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is
Ground
removed.
Qatari 75 Flight Heavy requesting the end of pushback.
Parking brake set.
Qatari
Lifting the
75
aircraft.
Flight Heavy request to end pushback received.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft. Standing by for pushback. Standing by for pushback.
Flight Heavy with November ready to taxi IFR.
I don't know what's going on with.
Standing by for pushback.
Flight Heavy taxi to
I wish this baggage would go away.
By taxiway Echo 1 Echo 4 Delta Sierra Tango 3 Romeo Kilo Lima 11. Contact tower on 118.5 25 when ready.
Standing by for pushback.
Taxi to and hold short runway 16 right by taxiway Echo 1 Echo 4 Delta Sierra Tango 3 Romeo Kilo Lima 11 Qatari 755 Heavy.
Okay, this baggage is driving me nuts. Get out of here. Way baggage. Well, you always get something like that. Oh, I don't know if we're gonna get this door closed. We're gonna start our pushback. Beacon light is on.
Cockpit to ground. Cockpit to ground.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We are cleared for start and push. We are cleared for start and push.
Okay. Cleared for push start. Okay. Cleared
Parking
for push
brakes
start.
are released.
Qatari 448 with November ready to taxi IFR.
Parking
Commencing
brakes are
pushback.
released.
You can start the engines in
Taxi
sequence.
to and hold short of runway 16
I don't know
left
why
by
we have it
taxiway
going
Echo
twice.
3 Delta Echo 4 Charlie Alpha 6 Bravo Alpha 12. Contact tower on 118.025 when ready.
You will start in the
Pushback.
sequence.
You can start the engines
You will start in the sequence.
See if I can close that door.
Taxiing hold short
Why
runway
can't I close
16
that
left
door?
by taxiway Echo
Oh.
3 Delta Echo 4 Charlie Alpha
So
6
stupid.
Bravo Alpha 12 Qatari 448.
When this light is illuminated, please fasten your seatbelts low and tight across
Oh, maybe it's that door.
To fasten, insert one another and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your seatbelt, lift the upper portion of the buckle.
Ay, ay,
Check
ay.
that you keep your seatbelt fastened.
Oh, this is so frustrating. I hate Microsoft Flight Simulator a ton right now. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? I'm gonna have to start this whole stupid flight over because that stupid baggage door won't close. Close the baggage door. Just close. And there's no way for me to close it either, I don't think. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna open up pushback helper and see if that helps. Because the toolbar pushback isn't working. This isn't doing anything, really. Stupid door is just. Oh, see, that just opens that door. How do I? That opens the aft one. Baggage.
weight and buckle at the front.
Why have I lost control of
To inflate the vest, pull firmly on the red cord only when exiting the aircraft. If it
this
doesn't
aircraft?
inflate automatically,
Uh-oh.
you may blow into the mouth for a manual inflation.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake. Pushback.
Parking brake set.
For heavy pushback.
Please make
Request
sure to exit the
accepted.
aircraft as soon as possible.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Ground. You may disconnect.
Alright, starting engine 1.
Okay, sir. Clear to disconnect.
Sorry, I've been...
Pin
Yeah,
removed. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
whereupon
Holding position,
Yaying,
waiting
door
for
is
visual.
back.
Thank you and goodbye.
That this is a non-smoking flight. Tampering with, disabling, or destroying the smoke detector.
I don't have any controls over that door, but we'll see if we can get that thing shut.
All this information and more
Thanks for joining in. We are on leg 83 of our world tour. We're in Qatar.
reading this and letting a cabin member know if you have any questions. Thank you for
Oh,
flying with us again, and we hope you
You know what I want to do? I didn't show my safety brief, so let's get our safety brief going.
So, who we got in there?
There we go.
Cafu?
Yeah. Lewandowski here yet? Hey, coach. Ah, Lewandowski.
Alright, we should have started that on the
Okay.
pushback. It's okay.
Listen up.
Trying to figure
So
out
you
this
all
door.
know
I'm going to
why
pop
we're here.
open
A pre-match briefing, coach.
No.
pushback helper and see if
Tell
we
him,
can...
Rob.
This is
We're
pushback
here to
helper.
make an airline safety film.
Sell it better than
Cargo
that, Rob.
door.
Ready?
Ground Qatari 13909er heavy requesting pushback.
We're here
Close!
to make the greatest safety film for one of the most awarded
Uh,
airlines
uh, uh.
in the world.
Oh, I think we're going to get it. I think it's going to close. There it goes. Thank you.
You've got their attention. And yours, you lovely people on board. This is for you. Okay, Rob, back of the net.
So frustrating.
That means
Hey,
go.
Sasha Broom again.
Exits and walkways must be kept
think-
clear at all times. Baggage should be
think we got our door.
securely stowed
Yes,
in the
we got our
overhead
doors closed.
compartments
All right,
or under
thank
the
you,
seat in
pushback
front of
helper.
So you heard him. Move it!
In-flight entertainment monitors
All right,
should be
so
folded
we need to
away.
get our taxi
That's it.
clearance
Find
now.
a space. Slot it through. Close it down. Shimmy to the left. Shimmy to the...
Still got it? Thank you.
Hold on. Continue, Rob.
Sorry. Continue, Rob.
Please fasten your seatbelt for takeoff and landing. Insert the metal end into the buckle until it clicks. And to adjust, pull the strap to tighten the belt. To unfasten,
All right, we
lift
have
the
our
flap
engine,
and pull
so
the
we can
ends
turn off
apart.
the
Now remember, when the seatbelt sign is illuminated, you must, and I repeat, must remain in your seat with
What
your
page am I looking
seatbelt
at? Look at the
fastened.
wrong page here. Transponder is set. Pro Windows heat. Auto. Spoilers armed. So
If you plan to
Auto.
sleep during the flight, please
Spoilers
keep your
armed.
seatbelt fastened and visible to cabin crew.
flaps. One.
Offside.
No way, Reverend.
See? Should have been wearing a seatbelt.
Anti-ice if required.
Seriously,
Auto brake
Rob,
set
get a
to
grip.
max.
For
Nose
safety
light.
reasons, with the
Taxi.
exception of handheld PEDs in
Runway
flight
turn off
mode, the
lights.
use of electronic devices
Weather
is not
radar
permitted for
on.
takeoff and landing. Such devices must remain
Takeoff
switched
config.
off until advised by cabin crew.
Starter chronometer.
Please remove all devices from charging ports for takeoff and
request our
landing.
taxi.
If you drop your personal electronic device inside your seat, please do not operate the seat controls. Instead, contact a member of cabin crew for assistance.
Thank you, Rob.
So,
what's next?
Emergency exits, coach.
Come on, lads. Gather round.
Please take a moment to locate the emergency exits near your seat. Your seat! Emergency exits are clearly marked and located as shown. Takeoff lighting will guide you to the emergency exit. In case of emergency landing on
Trying
board,
to acknowledge this
evacuation
taxi
slides
clearance.
will serve as right. And please remember to remove all high heel shoes before using the slide and leave all hand baggage behind.
Perhaps you should just talk us through the smoking bit, Rob.
We operate a non-smoking policy at all times on board all our aircraft, including electronic smoking devices. Smoking in the toilet will activate a smoke alarm. Smoking on board the aircraft and tampering with the smoke detectors are criminal offences punishable
All right, so we're
by
going
law.
whiskey
Careful
1,
opening that overhead locker.
whiskey
Think my full
4. Basically, we're on whiskey 4 right now.
Race position. Don't move, lads.
In the unlikely event of an emergency landing, please adopt the appropriate
Hotel.
brace position.
Wharf. Now imagine these are seats in front of you. Then you perform this brace position. But what if you're facing backwards in premium cabin? Perfect.
All right, so the
Right, it's a
interesting
really
thing
good
is,
atmosphere in here,
look on
guys.
Navgraph
What
charts,
is
there
that,
is no
Rob?
whiskey.
And that's because the
There's
cabin
no
environment's
hotel.
carefully controlled, coach.
Tell them.
Oh. But if oxygen is required,
Oh, no, there is a
masks
hotel. Okay,
will
so we're
be
gonna go
above you. Or you may
whiskey
be required
4,
to release the
then the
mask by
hotel.
pulling on the coloured flag marked pull.
Let's bring this up for
Pulling
you
the
guys
mask
so you can
towards
see
you
what
will
I'm
activate
looking
the
at.
oxygen supply. Place the mask over your nose and mouth, adjust the band to secure it, and breathe normally. When your mask is fitted correctly,
Right, so we're gonna go
then you
whiskey
may assist
4.
others.
So, your life
To
jacket is either
hotel.
beside you, next to you, or
Sierra.
underneath your seat. Lewandowski, come and join me.
When instructed by the crew, remove
I'm not
it
sure
from
where
its container
Tango
and pull it
is.
over your head. Bring the tape
They
around
do
your
mention a
waist and
Tango.
fasten in front, pulling
Not sure
firmly
why.
to secure.
Oh,
Only
Tango
inflate
3.
your life jacket
Romeo.
after leaving the aircraft
Alpha
by
6.
pulling the two red toggles sharply
Bravo.
downwards.
No, don't
Bravo.
do it.
The Alpha
Wait until you're
1.
outside. I
You
told
can also inflate or top up the life
In reality, we'd
jacket by
probably
blowing
just take
into the
Sierra all
mouth.
the way over or something. I don't know. Depends on how they have the directions.
The life jacket has a whistle to attract attention
All right, here we go.
and a light that will automatically
We're
illuminate
upon
when
a
in
hate
water.
door on cargo
Infant life
open all
jackets will
door
be
flight.
distributed by
I
cabin crew.
flight up to land. I don't know how to stop door open, but I fly dead or whatever.
To help with final preparations for takeoff,
Yeah, it is really
please
annoying
ensure
when that
your seat
happens.
is in the
We actually had a
fully
flight where
upright position.
it started giving us the
When
warning
your
that we
car is
depressurized because we
your
had a
tray
door
table
open.
is
We
folded
hadn't
up,
completely
and your
sealed.
seatbelt is fastened.
So we had to turn around and land.
Is that everything, Rob?
Oh, you didn't mention the Q-Suite door, Coach.
Actually, Rob, I felt it deserved its own moment. And it's
How do I
star,
get that I paid like that?
Mr. Neymar?
What do you mean?
If you could just pick up that below the camera.
Oh, that pad?
No, the...
Oh, it's just an overlay I made.
Take it away.
I have I just got downloaded like a transparent little pad image, and I'm using it in OBS. And then I just have Navigraphs
You've seen the film?
showing
Now read the
behind
card.
it.
You'll find it in the seat pocket. It shows in detail each of the safety aspects of this aircraft. If you have any questions, the cabin crew will be happy to help.
Of course,
hotel.
if you're traveling in the premium cabin, the Q-Suite safety card is located in your suite, which highlights emergency exit procedures in case your suite door is jammed in the closed position.
And now you can enjoy that blockbuster you picked out from your 4,000 plus entertainment options on your
Depending
Oryx
on
flight.
depending on if what's going on at the end of this flight, maybe I could show you how I do that.
Short runway 16 left via taxiway Hotel Whiskey 2 Juliet Whiskey 3 Hotel Sierra Tango 3 Romeo Alpha 6 Bravo Alpha 12 Qatari 1
Yeah, lots of little.
heavy.
It's a lot of overlay stuff that you can do in OBS. Once you know how to do it, it's pretty easy to do a lot of cool things. But yeah, it's not a mod or anything that shows. It's not on my main screen. It's just an overlay that you guys can see. And then I have the program Navigraphs open on another screen, and I'm looking at it. Okay, here's Sierra. I forget who it was who made this airport, but he contacted me on YouTube. There's a comment on the last video about it. He was talking about how there's a lot of static. There are quite a few static airplanes. Now, see, here's the issue. I just watched a video from 74 Gear about this, how ATC like routed two planes right towards each other on a taxiway, and you kind of, I mean, Romeo should be going one direction and Sierra should be going the other. In reality, here. Unfortunately, Sierra does not go all the way to Bravo, so kind of get a traffic jam. All right, we need to go Tango 3. That's going to be the next intersection, but I think that other plane's going to get there first. But we're going to cut over right now just to avoid the AI. We're going to take Tango 2 to Romeo.
Qatari 1399 heavy.
If you guys are interested in seeing how I set up things in OBS and all these little background things that I do for the stream, let me know. We could do that. Just have kind of a laid back, post-flight or pre-flight, showing how I set everything up behind the scenes. Okay, so Qatari stopped there, so I would have actually been able to get to Tango 3 no problem. Tango 3 just passed it. Lots of planes moving around here. Really cool. This is Alpha India group traffic at its best. I mean, that's just great. All kinds of planes moving around. I love it. It's really cool in VATSIM, of course, with real people, but this is a really good freeware airport, and Alpha India group traffic is really good freeware traffic for your sim. Alright, so we are going to Alpha 6, and then we will turn to Bravo. Or turn on to Bravo. Clear on the left, clear on the right. Okay, here's Bravo. Following the wrong line there. That's going to the high-speed exit, Alpha 7. Just tell the passengers why we have a little bit of delay. Basically, we'll just say traffic. We'll do 10 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the unfortunate duty to inform you that due to traffic, we're very slightly behind schedule.
Very slightly.
We do apologize for this flight inconvenience.
Thanks all of you right now watching on YouTube. I also have a Twitch, also streaming over on Twitch. Trying to get to affiliate status. That's what we got, that little follow goal. And we're just one follower short of 50 and trying to get the eyeballs as well. For Twitch, you need 3 average viewers over the past 30 days on your streams. So, if you're also on Twitch, consider going over there and watching and chatting. The chat will be... Chat is covered on both, so you guys can interact across both platforms. Whereupon A380 be coming, do you try the news flight? Not sure what you mean by that. Like, do you mean the A320 be coming to Flight Simulator? I'm looking forward to... FlyByWire is working on A380. It will be freeware. And considering FlyByWire's work so far, I'm really excited for that plane. Just look at this. I mean, this is a great freeware airport. You don't have to pay a ton of money to make your sim look awesome. Alright, so we're going to Alpha 12 all the way to the end. We got a few planes ahead of us. But they're doing some stupid dance, which they tend to do. That's the only problem with AIG traffic, is that sometimes the planes will get a little squirrely and they'll start rotating on themselves. So you're talking about the FlyByWire A380? Yeah, as soon as that FlyByWire A380 comes out, I'm going to be flying it. We will have a flight. Oh, how many planes are ahead here? We're all like stacked. Whoa, what is... some weird graphic nonsense going on here. That's weird. Alright, let's set the parking brake so I can get out and kind of look at what's going on here. What the... Oh! So this can happen. This is... this is one of these weird models in in AIG traffic. It's just this like weird paper airplane model kind of thing. So the rest of these planes looking really good. Good Qatar. So we got a nice line here. This is awesome. I had to wait in line at San Francisco last night on VATSIM. Here we are doing the same thing with the AIG traffic. This is what you want. This is fun. Okay, so you can see this third guy in line. So we've got the one coming onto the runway now. This guy who's waiting is going to start spinning. The third guy in line is going to start spinning. They kind of do that. They get squirrely. Think of this paper airplane. It's not perfect, but it's better than nothing. And even in VATSIM, you wouldn't be seeing a whole lot right now because that's just crazy. Let's look over there. You can see the downtown, Doha. Again, the guy, the Doha is from a different creator. And the guy who did this airport, he said, yeah, there's nothing I can do about the lighting of the downtown. You have to actually fly over it like we had to last. We had to actually just take the drone over there to turn all those lights on. But he has suggested that at some point he might just do the downtown himself and figure it out. It guy's big plane. You talking about the 380 again? Yeah, FlyByWire is working on the A380. That is a big plane. It's basically, I think it's basically the answer, Airbus's answer to the 747, I believe. And yeah, you give me a freeware plane that is really good, I will fly it. I will fly the crap out of it. I just will. I don't think I've had a lot of A380 flights that I haven't flown on this world tour. Because typically my flights on here are 1, 2, 3 hour flights, not very long. But definitely having that plane available will be a game changer. That's why I'm still a little, I'm not sure if I want to get the PMDG 737 one that comes out. I flew the 737 Zibos in X-Plane a lot. But I'm not sure I want to get the PMDG one, which is going to cost probably $100, even though it's going to be study level and should be a really good plane if they put the effort in. You can do it right over on Flight Simulator like they do over an X-Plane. But I kind of want to go for planes that are different sizes so that I can simulate flying those different sizes. Like right now, if those mods can work, there is the A321 mod, there is an A330 mod, and we've done the A330 a few flights ago. I can't get it to work lately with the latest update. Hopefully that gets fixed. But being able to fly like bigger planes or smaller planes depending on the flight, that's what I'm looking for. So I don't always need to have the Boeing 737 and the A320, but it would be cool. New jet may be coming, more Airbus. I'm going to turn on a co-pilot. Move the tower. Yeah, so right now, technically on VATSIM, I should be making call-outs on the Unicom channel, which is what I will do once we get going here, or once we get cleared. Practice doing that. That's back up. It's a little weird what you got to do with VATSIM when, because it's kind of strange just talking to yourself doing traffic control. It was really strange when there was a whole bunch of us at San Francisco and Tower, and all the controllers basically went offline at the same time, and we're all in line waiting to take off. It's like, now what do? We have cross-landing traffic there in San Francisco, and got a little hectic.
Tower Qatari 9er 60 heavy at runway 16 left, ready for departure IFR to Angora. Going to 126.7 Qatari 444. Hold short runway 16 left, Qatari 9er 60 heavy.
Yeah, that the paper airplane in front of us is a little crazy. Just a little crazy. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all the planes coming. The more planes available to choose from, and good planes to choose from, the better. Just gonna pull up some Microsoft Flight Simulator news, see what else has kind of popped up in the last few days. Okay, so we're still fourth in line. Got a bunch coming behind us. Busy today at Qatar, but exactly what I'd like. Alright, we're gonna traffic. Let's give that a little bit more time. Probably 20 minutes at this point. Gonna make that call. Let's see. Trying to find the best website for finding announcements about Flight Simulator. Right, VATSIM.
Qatari 960 heavy line up and wait.
Alright, so they're lining up and waiting.
Line up and wait. Qatari 960 heavy. Qatari 57 heavy contact Bahrain center on 126.7. Good day.
Qatari 1140, please expedite your climb 2,000 feet.
Going to 126.7 Qatari 57 heavy.
Alright, I'm gonna set it to Unicom for VATSIM. Well, that's interesting. Kind of skipping in line there. Sorry, this is a little. I mean, I don't know if it's dull. We're just kind of stuck here in traffic, but honestly, I think that's pretty cool.
8 heavy, please expedite your climb 2,000 feet.
Qatari 960 heavy QNH 30.09 wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 16 left. Cleared for takeoff runway 16 left. Qatari 960 heavy.
Is that a LATAM? That's a South American airline right there. That's interesting. Pretty cool. Yeah, but they want us to go all the way to the end of the runway. So we're not going to skip in line. These little guys, again, they freak out and they start spinning around. Everyone watching on YouTube, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button and the thumbs up, that little guy, a notification bell, all that, do so. It's free. We're doing pretty good getting subscribers. If you're also already on Twitch, I am streaming on Twitch right now and could really use the follow and the eyeballs over there. But either way, thanks for stopping by. And how's your... Well, for me, it's afternoon. It's already 1:30 in the afternoon. We are already almost an hour into this stream, and we haven't even gotten... haven't even taken off. But hey, that's what I signed up for. That's what I wanted with this Alpha India group traffic. I wanted... X-Plane has World Traffic 3. There's a few different traffic things over at X-Plane, and they're all paid for, I think. I don't think there is a free equivalent. Alpha India group, this is free. There's some glitches, as you can see. We got this paper airplane in front of us. We got this little guy who's spinning in circles. While he waits to line up, he's now going to go up there and line up.
Heavy ready for IFR departure runway 16 left.
Qatari 674 heavy hold short runway.
And if you're just joining, we are on leg 83 of the World Tour. Doha, Qatar to Tehran, Iran.
Hold short runway 16 left Qatari 674 heavy.
600, looks about 608 nautical miles today.
Heavy contact Bahrain center on 126.7. Good day.
Alright, is paper plane gonna move?
Going to 126.7 Qatari 960.
Oh, he's starting to spin. He's starting to spin. We got a little guy coming up, it looks like. Yeah, but very interesting. It's all in Qatar. And then here we got this LATAM, which is a South American airline, I believe. LATAM Airlines Group. Yep, South American. Headquartered in Santiago, Chile. Interesting, there's a flight from Doha to somewhere probably in South America, I would assume. Well, not strange, but... Alright, I hope this, our little paper cutout friend gets his clearance. 'Cause again, one of the bad models. I didn't update AIG today. There is a new, are some more models. Some more models have been added.
Contact Marine Center on 126.7. Good day. 126.7 for Qatari 448.
We're going to check our flight controls here. That's not the right tab. That's fuel, flight controls. Forward or down, pull up, pull left, pull right. Rudder, pull right, pull left, neutral. Alright, so the paper airplane is going to take off now. But we can get our clearance. Oh, did I just break it? Oh. I hope I didn't just break ATC.
Qatari 674 Heavy QNH 30.09er wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 16 left.
Doesn't even have wheels. Yeah, so that's probably one of the models they might have just added. They're constantly adding models to AIG, to Alpha India Group. Whoa, alright. Let's see, Spowell, Qatar owns ex-LATAM A350s. Yeah, but this one has, this one looks like it's a LATAM flight because it actually has the livery. Oh, where is my camera? What is going on here? My camera's too slow. Yeah, but this is actually a LATAM flight. Alexandria Wedden, hey, welcome to the stream. My surname is pronounced as Vetten. Okay. Vetten. Kind of more German. Yeah, so while Qatar might own some ex-LATAM A350s, this one is still very much in the LATAM livery. And it's getting pretty loud, so let's get back in the plane. So the scenery could have used a little bit more help here. Let's turn on our landing lights. Take off nose light. Strobe on. TCAS. And recording was supposed to be on. I thought I turned that on already. You take off. You kind of lose him because he's paper airplane. Yep, I see your profile pic. Looks like you're in a... Looks like an old style. Okay, what is going on here?
Tower
There we
Qatari
go.
482 ready for IFR departure runway 16 left.
Qatari 482 QNH 30.09er wind calm. Cleared for takeoff runway 16 left.
Cleared for takeoff runway 16 left. Qatari 482.
Alright, so I'm going to call out to on the Unicom for VATSIM as well here. Qatar traffic. Qatari 482 is departing runway 16 left. Qatar traffic. Well, that wasn't the best call, but I don't even know if that worked. Yeah, let me see. Let's do that again. Qatar traffic. Qatari 482 departing runway 16 left. Qatar traffic. There we go. Alright, let's get going here. Get on the runway. Take off. Let all these other guys behind me get going as well. So I am logged into VATSIM, but there's really no coverage in the area, and I doubt there will be any today on this flight. Alright, nose light on, landing light on, TCAS, Tatara, transponder on. We are ready for takeoff. B1, rotate.
Tower Qatari 311 at runway 16 left, ready for departure. IFR to meet Qatar. Qatari 311 line up and wait.
Positive rate, gear up.
Qatari 311.
Tower Qatari 145 heavy ready. IFR departure runway 16 left.
Qatari 482, contact Bahrain Center on 126.7. Good day.
Pull back our thrust to climb.
Hold short runway 16 left.
Clear the spoilers.
126.7 for Qatari.
Ground lights off.
482. Bahrain Center, Qatari 482 is passing 1,300 feet, climbing 5,000 feet. Qatari 482, Bahrain Center, QNH 30.09er. Continue as planned.
Well, good afternoon to everyone. It's 1:30 here in the Central Time Zone in the United States. I'm not sure what the real time is in Qatar, but in game we're about probably close to 9 in the morning now.
Emirates 261 heavy, please expedite your climb flight level 420. Qatari 9er 60 heavy, please expedite your climb 5,000 feet. Climb and maintain
Uh-oh,
5,300
my camera's
feet. Qatari 482.
camera's in the wrong place.
Climb and maintain 13,000 feet. NAS Express 201.
There we go. Beautiful place to fly into and out of. A beautiful custom airport and custom downtown. And then all this, I think these smokestacks and everything are a part of a VFR mod. Very beautiful. Alright, we need to make our turn here. On our star.
Qatari 482 climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Climb and maintain 12,000 feet. Qatari 482.
Flaps 1 retracted. Alright, Alexandria is wearing a white Victorian era gown that has fringe and blue bows on each side and the front and a giant one on the back. And the white shawl that has lace, and my brown hair has a mini... Yeah, that's definitely, like, the photo looks almost black and white, except I can't tell at the distance, but pretty cool. Oh, we need to climb and maintain 12,000.
Qatari 440, please expedite your climb 6,000 feet.
Definitely looks like
Please expedite your climb 12,000 feet.
photo I would color, because I do that too. I colorize black and white photos. Oh, from that era, from the American Civil War era. Now I haven't done a lot of women. It's usually just Civil War generals, which is pretty easy because they're all wearing the same uniform for the most part. I'm lazy when it comes to that. Alright, so we're climbing to 12,000. We're trying to stay under the speed limit. Flaps are cleared, spoilers cleared. Turn off the landing lights once we reach 10,000. We actually have a restraint here on our standard instrument departure at 7,000 feet. And there's simply no way for me to avoid that unless I do a direct to our next point. Let's ATC is going to be barking at us a little bit in-game, but we're just going to ignore it. Really cool if we had VATSIM coverage in this area, but we don't. Looking, there was some VATSIM coverage in Saudi Arabia earlier. That's gone offline. Turkey and Greece has some pretty good coverage. Oh wow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Oh, United Kingdom. Ooh, oh man, I should have. Maybe tomorrow. Tomorrow midday, we'll just do a VATSIM European flight. It's gonna be really fun. Well, I was gonna say it's gonna be really fun on our world tour when we get over there, but depends on what we can do with my flights next week. Going forward, it'll be probably flying more late afternoon, early morning. Well, maybe the early morning flight, right after I get done with work. That one will be able to fly VATSIM in Europe, maybe.
Qatari 145 heavy is at 900 feet, climbing 12,000 feet. Qatari 145 heavy bar in center.
Yeah, I'll pull this up for you guys on the fly pad. No, not the fly pad. We want the Atlanta page on the fly pad.
Etihad 371 is passing 10,300 feet, climbing 12,000 feet.
And it always, for some reason, extends it too far.
Etihad 371 bar in center, QNH 30.09er. Continue as planned.
You can see all that blue area is coverage in Europe. And all the airports and towers. There's a lot of stuff going on in mid. This would have been a great day to fly UK. And it's because right now it's the evening over there. I'm going to remember that. Tomorrow we'll probably do maybe for the stream, midday stream like this, we'll have to do some VATSIM in Germany. Lots of great coverage. Poland, Hungary, UK's fully covered. Oof. That would be fun. That looks awesome. Hopefully the US looks like that tonight and we can do a flight like that over in the US. Just got to get on just the right time and also pay attention to the different events. Like I said, I did it last night. I'm kind of hooked. Alright, we're climbing past 10,000. Restraints are off. Lights off. Seatbelt sign off. Taxi light for some reason was on there. QNH, we'll go standard once we reach 13,000 feet. We're still on our standard instrument departure, which is this pink line. There we go. So technically, for some reason, I don't know why the restraints have come off because... Oh no, we just have to be over these points. I don't know why there was a limitation to 7,000. Yeah, Go Blue we can only be at 7,000 feet. Not sure why that broke off. But ATC really cleared us already at 12,000, so in reality, we could ignore these. That's our standard departure. Standard instrument departure. Max speed, 250 knots until passing 10,000. We're past 10,000, so we're up at 290. And we're at 12,000.
Qatari 482 climb and maintain flight level 180.
Climb and maintain flight level 180 Qatari.
Brown hair has a mini floral crown on, and I have a pair of gold earrings, and my hair is curly. Alexandra is named after Queen Alexandra of the UK, the spouse of King Edward VII. And you were born in the UK, but you currently live with your cousins in California. Well, welcome to the stream. It's, what, 11:41 in the morning, so good morning to you. About 20 minutes, you'll be in the afternoon. Looks like we got about a little under, probably be an hour to, probably hour 45 on this flight. Did we get clearance? Yes, we did. Flight level 180. This wide turn. I don't know who's still in here. I know Alexandra's in here. Spowell, are you still in here? Werifon? Sasha? I know I can see that we got 5 eyeballs, 5 viewers right now on YouTube. Thanks for checking in. If you haven't, like I said, if you haven't already hit that subscription, please do. Okay, we're going to standard pressure. If you haven't hit that subscription button, please do so. Be notified when I go live. We went live about half hour early today, but I'm glad I did because it took us a while to get off the ground, about an hour.
Climb and maintain flight level 230, NAS Express 201.
That's just his camera. How are you guys doing this morning or this afternoon, wherever you are in the world? Hope you're having a good day. We are on VATSIM, but I'm just using the AI, ATC, and Alpha India AI traffic right now. We saw that at Qatar airport. Lots of planes there. Not a lot going on VATSIM in the Middle East, but Europe right now has some great coverage. So, a little... We have to remember tomorrow, probably just try to do a VATSIM flight outside of our world tour because where we're flying right now just isn't in that area.
Climb and maintain flight level 300, Qatar and 301 heavy.
I keep mentioning VATSIM. If you don't know, VATSIM is, let's see, what is the name? Full name, what does that mean? Oh, okay, this is why we got events today, Monday. I think this is what's all going on right now. I'm very grumpy that I missed all this. Dusseldorf Monday, turnaround Budapest, Nuremberg, Montag, vectors to Copenhagen. So that's why we got so much going on over Europe right now. Hopefully I didn't just miss all the events for the week. Okay, looks like Germany, there's a lot of good events going on all through the week. I just got to figure out my Zulu time when to go get on. Looks like Thursday there's a Jeddah air bridge between Jordan and Saudi Arabia. So I don't know if we'll be flying through that area though by that flight. But anyway, VATSIM. Okay, they didn't give us clearance again, did they? No, they didn't. Alright, we are still headed to our first waypoint on the standard instrument departure. Not on the standard instrument departure, the final waypoint along the standard instrument departure. Alexandra, my cousins wear the modest clothes. I have always preferred older style. Well, that's cool. Just looking at my phone right here, getting notifications on from my trucking company. Even though I'm off until next Monday, and I'll be starting Monday evening, 6 p.m. Doing yard work for my company down at Miller Beer Brewery in Milwaukee. Moving trailers around just at the brewery. I'll be able to get home every day, hourly pay versus over the road trucking everywhere. Let's see. Once we get to Alvin, there's nothing saying we can't keep climbing here. Let's ask for altitude increase. We're going to ask, try to get to 350 to start. This is Bahrain right here, I believe. No, not Bahrain. Still Qatar. Let's see if I can get increased. There we go. Flight level 280, please.
Request flight level 280. Sky Dubai at 24, please expedite your climb flight level 210. Qatari 482 climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280, Qatari 482.
Flight level 200. Climb and maintain flight level 280, Qatari 482.
I have a discontinuity. That's why we've been bumped off of the autopilot. And we missed our turn. Gotta check for your flight discontinuities, otherwise you might just fly off to Asia or to China or wherever. Alright, we're gonna do another increase, 7,000. 7,000 feet, please. Alright, so looking at my messages for a truck fleet. With winter here to stay for a few months, make sure you have proper clothing, food, water, and blankets. If you are stranded, these will come in handy until you are able to get help. Yeah, I always have my truck stocked with a ton of food. It's just cheaper to have your own food. Buy it at the grocery store versus getting McDonald's or whatever every day. And always lots of clothes. Good morning, all drivers. Couple of reminders in regards to safety. First and most important is following distance. This goes for everyone who drives, not just us truckers, but you guys in the smaller vehicles. Following distance. Maintain that following distance. Majority of our drivers are doing fine. Small percentage need to change this dangerous habit. Always better to have too much following distance than not enough. Second, moving violations, tickets, or warnings, they impact our CSA score. Speed, restricted lane, following distance, failure to stop are just a few examples. Any of these violations will result in the driver losing the speed reward program. Yeah, the speed reward program is that we can get our trucks turned up to be able to drive 70 miles per hour, which my truck can. I can do that. The pain driving on the interstate highways in the United States, where most of the time the speed limit is 70 and you can only go 62 or something. just hit the flight stick there, and luckily didn't knock us off autopilot. I'm assuming MN is going to be Minnesota dribblers. Tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's just MN dribblers. I love your stream. Thank you very much. I love for you to be here. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on YouTube so you can get a notification when I'm going live. Right now, it's kind of going live whenever I can. I have the next week off. I scheduled my streams for the rest of this week for 1 p.m. All depends on when I get up in the morning, how much stuff we got to do with the newborn baby, changing diapers. Like last night, I went live at I think 4 p.m. and then 15 minutes in had to just shut the stream down. We were gonna do some VATSIM from Chicago to Atlanta. Gonna be the first time I was gonna do VATSIM, and my wife comes in with the baby to change the baby, so she's changing the diaper over here. My dad comes in, it's like, hey, we need to run over to Home Depot, get the what do you call those things that you put, you know, with the thing to feed into your sewer system, into your pipes to clean them out, to clean out a clog. We need to get one of those. I rent one of those from Home Depot, which is like $75 to rent one of those for 4 hours. It's crazy, but got the job done. We got to pulled a ton of roots and weeds and mud and crap out of the pipes, because with those old clay pipes, roots get right in there, clog up your system. We also had, for some reason, there was a tennis ball in the pipe. That was kind of weird. That kind of derailed the stream time last night. Once I get into a rhythm with my new job, which I'll be working 6 p.m. to 6 a.m., so it's going to be the overnight shift, figuring out when to do a stream either before the shift or after the shift. Hopefully I'll be able to stick to that within a few hours. I know when you're streaming, you say you're going to start at 4 p.m. You better start at 4 p.m., but it gets a little difficult. Alright, climb and maintain flight level 350, Qatari 482.
Qatari 482, contact Tehran Center on 120.3. Good day.
Alright, so we're just kind of in the middle of, we're crossing the Persian Gulf. There's the Iranian coast.
Center Qatari 482 is passing flight level 285, climbing flight level 350.
Alright, so if anyone's on VATSIM, we would be joining their center control right now, Tehran Center, but no one is manning Tehran Center, so we're just going to stick with the in-game ATC, along with Alpha India Group's AI traffic, which was on full display at Doha International, or Hamad International in Doha. Looking very pretty. We're doing live weather, so the temperatures are a little lower right now than they would be during the day, because it's technically nighttime where we're flying. So the temperatures are all out of whack, unfortunately. But we can't feel the temperatures anyway, so not a big deal. Beautiful Qatar livery on the Airbus A320neo with the fly-by-wire mod, which probably makes this one of the best airliner in the game right now, at least for free.
Dubai 1757, please expedite your descent, flight level 190.
So if you're watching on YouTube, thank you very much for joining the stream. We're on World Tour Leg 83. We've completed Africa. We're flying in the Middle East. We're working our way through the Middle East over to Europe. We're flying into every country and territory in the world. Quote-unquote sovereign territory. Well, I don't even know if I want to say that, because sometimes we flew into, I think, a few French islands, which are technically part of France, but we're flying into whatever countries. We're trying to complete on Volanta. They have a challenge to fly into every country in the world, but it also includes probably territories that are part of it, some territories which are disputed, things like that. The one I'm really thinking about is how are we going to fly into Vatican City? Because Vatican City does not have an airport. We're not going to be able to fly in on a commercial flight in an A320 or a CRJ or anything like that. But I do have a freeware helicopter, and so I'm going to have to figure out how to do that and then find where to land properly in Vatican City. I did a little flight around there. I couldn't find any helipads, unfortunately. But I'm sure if I looked, I could find some. Or hopefully someone makes some scenery for Vatican City. That's one that I'm thinking about. I was also thinking about Liechtenstein, but I think Liechtenstein's got a little bit more room for a regular airport. Andorra. Alright, we're climbing through flight level 340. Once we get to, it's like Shiraz, which is the VOR Sierra Yankee Zulu. I'm going to just throw that in there, Sierra Yankee Zulu. What am I doing? I got to put the actual frequency in. 117.8 VOR. Once we get there, we will climb another 1,000 feet to flight level 360. Look at those winds. But right here, this is, I believe this is the direction. If I'm wrong, let me know. But this is the direction. 273 degrees. The wind is coming from 273 degrees. Yeah, that's kind of confusing. Yeah. So the winds are coming from. I guess you're coming from 273 degrees. They're coming across this way. That doesn't make sense because our plane looks like it's getting blown. I mean, look where we're tracking here. That's crazy. You can go on this like track mode, and that's where we should be if we want, I think, to battle the winds. I'm trying to remember how that works. Yeah, but just look how, I mean, this is the direction we're flying, and there's the wind. I think, yeah, I think we're flying this way, and we're going, obviously, 360 degrees or 0 degrees, because we got this 270 degree wind coming right across this way at 120 knots. 120 knots supposedly. That is some heavy wind. So it's kind of crabbing us, it looks like. Kind of hard to tell here. But yeah, you can see where our plane are heading. We're flying 345 degrees, but that's where we have to fly to stay on 0. It's crazy. Okay, and then if I change the tracking, basically the way we're tracking, if we were to be at 0 degrees, that's where we'd actually be flying. Different ways. Very interesting. Oh, sorry. Let's see this. I like to eat noodly. MN Dribbler, subscribe to the channel on YouTube. Thank you very much for the subscription. Thank you for that. I think that puts us at 673 or something like that. Getting up there really quick the last couple weeks. So thank you a lot for that. Let's see. Oh, Dribblers loves the stream. Well, thank you for subscribing. That's how you can support it. Hit that like button, all that. I like to eat noodle yumo haya. Hi, do you want to watch an episode of Mayday on stream during cruise? It's about NW255 alarming silence episode. I don't like usually watch things during the stream. At least these shorter flights. This flight's too short to, like, I don't really want to throw something up and miss what I need to do. But maybe on a longer one, at some point we could do some kind of little watch party sort of stuff. You also run into things like copyright issues if you just watch enough, if you don't react enough. Look at these winds we got going here. 274 degrees, blowing across us. You can see how our plane, we are aimed at 345 degrees just to maintain going due north, 0 degrees. Because those wind speeds, 120 knots. That is crazy. Alexander Vetten, going to Persia? Yes, we are. We're going to Iran, Tehran. So our next flight, we're going to be flying Iran Airways. I'm not sure if we're going to do it in the CRJ or in the A320. But, yeah, their safety brief video is in Persian. Farsi, I believe. I like to eat noodle. Wow, you've taught in China. That's dope. Yep. MN Dribblers. Now, is the MN, is that Minnesota? Because that is the postal code for Minnesota. I live in Wisconsin, so I might be your neighbor. State-wise, I live in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Technically West Allis. What's up, Prayer Warriors? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you here. Wow, it's already 2:05. Yeah, we started the stream half an hour early. And it took us about an hour to get up in the air, actually. Lots of traffic at Doha, or at Hamad International. We got some turbulence here. Heavy crosswinds. Look at our winds right here. 273 degrees, so basically coming straight across. Look how our plane is aimed at 345 degrees. Just to maintain our plane, our route, going 0 degrees. So we're flying because we're getting blown at 120 knots. I don't know if that's a glitch or if that's actually what's up there. In fact, I can go on my flight plan from SimBrief and let's see what those winds are. Oh yeah, that's wind information. Let's see, where are we? We're coming up on Lagza. Yeah, Lagza, the wind at flight level 350, 273 degrees, 124 knots. So, yeah, I've never noticed those winds before. Maybe it's just big winds. I'll have to look back on... Actually, let's do that. I'm going to pull up... Not for you guys, I'm just going to look at it over here, but I'm going to go back to my last flight, flying into Qatar. That was Kuwait to Doha. I'm going to pull up a flight plan for leg 82. Let's see what that weather was on that one, for the winds. Because I've never Where do I see that? Oh, I don't want that. Oops, there we go. Additional info. Wind information. All the winds were like that on the flight to Qatar. 280, 120 knots. I just never noticed it before, I guess. But I just really noticed here how much we're crabbing. Now, like for example, if we were trying to land in winds like this, we would have to aim the plane. We'd almost be sideways, and the plane we'd get blown to the center line, and then right when we're about to touch, we turn the plane, get that wheel on the center line. Haven't had to do a landing like that. I could easily set one up in the weather. We could actually do that, but I'm not going to do it on a whim here. We'll see what we got when we land. Let's see. So winds. So for Lagza, which is our next waypoint, winds are going to be 273 degrees at 124 knots. So basically what we're at right now. When we get to the VOR, where we'll start our climb to flight level 360, winds are going to be a little bit lower, 119 knots. And then we're going to climb up to flight level 360. Yeah, basically the whole way it's going to just be winds up at 120 knots. Once we get to our top of our descent, it'll slow down to 100 knots. So, high winds up here, causing a little bit of turbulence. I think we've cleared that. So we can turn the seatbelt signs off for the passengers again. The poor crew is serving snacks and drinks, though, right now. Well, Prayer Warriors, we are, as I've been kind of saying, we're flying out of Doha, Qatar to Tehran, Iran, flight 83 of the World Tour. Using, I am signed into VATSIM, but no coverage here, so I also have the in-game ATC and using Alpha India Group's traffic and taking off from Qatar. There were a lot of Qatari Airways planes. We were lined up. We were like 6th or 7th in line at one point. A lot of planes taking off right now. And one LATAM Airways, which is a South American airline. So it must be a flight from there to somewhere in South America. Our mascot, yes, baby Elishua, he is in the other room. Let me see, I can pull up on... I haven't figured out how to pull up the camera. I'm not going to do it just for privacy reasons. Who knows what my wife's doing in there. But I do have a camera. We do have our little baby cam. Where are they? Let's see. Oh. Yeah, it looks like my wife and Elishua are just laying in bed, sleeping. Resting here in the middle of the day. probably asleep at Prayer Warriors. Oh, you're saying I was gonna say probably asleep at Prayer Warriors. Like, why would my baby be at Prayer Warriors' house? But you're saying at Prayer Warriors. Talking. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I mean, look at how that plane is crabbing here on this turn. I mean, look where that line is, and look how we're not the tail, we're just so far off there. Alright, so after this stream, I'm gonna have to run out to my semi-truck. Hopefully it starts. It started yesterday. It was a little weak starting yesterday, but I didn't have to jump it. It is so cold here. Today's actually not too bad. Well, it's actually colder today. I was going to say it's not too bad, but I forgot I'm reading Fahrenheit. 8 degrees Fahrenheit right now, which last couple of days was like 10, 11, 15, 20 degrees. It is really cold today, so might have to bring my jumper cables out there because the batteries do not like it. But after this flight, we're gonna run out to the truck. We're gonna drive it up take about half an hour to drive it up to Richfield, Wisconsin, where the nearest terminal for my company is, and clean it out. Clean out what's left in there. Just probably a bunch of truck knickknacks in the bottom area. Turn in the keys and, you know, not quitting the company, just turning in the over-the-road truck, those big sleeper trucks that I'm going to be working down at Miller Brewery, moving trailers around from the docks to different places in the lots. When will you reach? When will I reach? When will I reach Tehran? It looks like I'm guessing about an hour. We'll be on the ground and finished. When I started this flight, I was thinking, oh, I'll be able to sneak this in, be done by 2:30. Probably be closer to 3 o'clock, 3:30. Let's see, got a new message. Okay, I'm not sure why I just got a message from my dispatcher, but it's kind of like a, what is going on? Yeah, why are they sending me? Basically, I'm getting like a copy of messages sent to my dispatcher, but then they're sending it to me. Like, they sometimes do that when it's like they just want to make sure what I sent was right. But it's like, this is some other truck. Looks like truck 1605. Hey, Opie, went Saturday by Lakewood, was awesome, and it's going good. Okay. Why am I getting these messages? I thought it was going to be something important, like, hey, when are you turning in your truck? Andrew Beeman! Thank you. Ooh, I gotta fix that, gotta fix that notification a little bit. Andrew Beeman has subscribed on YouTube. Thank you very much for the sub. I know I've said this a bunch of times. If you guys are new here, I am also streaming on Twitch, if you know what Twitch is, if you have a Twitch account already. If you don't have to go over there and set everything up and do that if you don't want to. But I am on Twitch. I'm trying to get affiliate status over there. Obviously, I'm also trying to get YouTube, whatever, you know, monetization and whatever over here. So every subscription and view, obviously, very helpful. Likes, all that. But Twitch, I'm 1 follower short of 50. You need 50 followers, and you need an average of 3 viewers on your streams over the past month. I've been kind of struggling on Twitch lately to get viewers over there. So if you are on Twitch already, I'd really like it if you could go over on Twitch, hit the follow, and watch over there. And if you can, you could just have 2 windows open, watch on Twitch and watch on YouTube at the same time. The chat, I have the chat, a bot taking your chats from YouTube and putting them over on Twitch, and if you put something in on Twitch, it'll be entered on YouTube chat, so we can all talk across. Hi, Maria Balan. Welcome to the stream. This is what I like. I like it when people say hi, because I've had some a lot of viewers just kind of lurk, and that's not a problem. You're having fun watching, but don't feel free to say hi, ask any questions. I do have a Discord. It's in the description on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, which doesn't look like there's a lot of you on Twitch. Oh, okay, you're Dan. Who just? Oh no, sorry. I was gonna say I just had an Andrew Beeman. I thought that was you. Never mind. Of course, if you're YouTube account. So Dan Balan, right? Is it Dan Balan? Well, okay, Dan. Well, welcome to the stream. We're flying over southern Iran right now. And we are just coming up on Shiraz. So that's going to be where our VOR is. Sierra Yankee Zulu. Shiraz right there, looks like. At that point, we're going to climb another 1,000 feet. Do flight level 350. We're battling some pretty heavy winds here, cutting right across our flight path. 275 degrees at 121 knots. So you can see the plane we're aimed at 354 degrees to maintain our course, which is 009 degrees to get to the VOR. We're 13.2 miles out from the VOR. Not sure why these don't match up exactly. The waypoint, because the waypoint is the VOR, so they should be the same. But in either case, once we get there, we're going to begin a climb, or we're going to ask for clearance to flight level 360. Oh, we are experiencing some nice turbulence. Let's turn those seatbelt signs on for our passengers. Okay, Dribblers is Indian, and his name is Bilal. Alright. Well, welcome to the stream. Are you in India? I know I have a few people in India who are looking forward to me flying in India. I don't think that's going to be quite a ways away, at least on the world tour right now, because I technically started this world tour in X-Plane. I've already flown from New Zealand, from the east into Africa. Last flight in X-Plane was Egypt, and then did all of Africa so far in Flight Simulator. Portugal, Spain, and a few Middle Eastern countries now. And I'm aiming to go into Europe because I haven't flown Europe at all, really, in X-Plane or Flight Simulator. Well, I have a little bit, but not in Flight Simulator, nearly enough. And then we'll fly over to America, to the Americas, North America, South America, and then we'll fly back over. Oh, okay, Dribblers lives in Saudi Arabia, in Riyadh. I never know how to say that, Riyadh. I think I can't remember, did I fly to Jeddah or Riyadh? I think I flew to Jeddah. So we've already flown into Saudi Arabia, so we're not going to be going there again on this world tour. Unfortunately, sorry about that. You can look on YouTube on... I'm going to have to make another playlist just for my world tour flights. I have a playlist for all my Microsoft Flight Simulator lists, or flights. And I have flown, fly there to Saudi Arabia. Dan, he's under the name Maria right now. Dan, where you fly now? I have one game with airplane. I fly now with EasyJet. I have 55 minutes. Are you flying into Iran on EasyJet? Is that what you said? Not sure I understand. Clarify that. We're flying into Tehran. Alright, let's ask for that climb. 1,000 feet.
Tehran Center, Qatari 482. Request flight level 360. Qatari 482 climb and maintain flight level 360. Climb and maintain flight level 360 Qatari 482.
Alright, let's see. Dribblers, you said that. Prayer Warriors, what is fly-by-wire, I'm assuming? Well, fly-by-wire, when I mention it, the fly-by-wire A320neo mod, you can see on the bottom on the overlay, I'm flying the Airbus A320neo, fly-by-wire A320neo. That's the mod. Fly-by-wire is the name of the group that's doing it. Kolia, I'm not 100% sure on that translation. I can read a little Greek, but I can't read Cyrillic. So let me just throw that into translate. Or you can translate for me. Gifts? What is that, Serbian? That might be Serbian Cyrillic. That's what Google is saying. Or DuckDuckGo, which is what I use. Well, welcome to the stream either way, Kolia. Dribblers, are you on Insta? I'm not on Instagram yet. I do have an Instagram, but I don't really post there. So I haven't shared it yet. Maybe at some point here. I'll have to do that. Post pictures from work. I should have been on Insta while I was over the road. I never thought of that. Just share the crazy stuff I saw over the road. Missed opportunity again. Ugh. Alright, we're climbing. Well, we're at flight level 360. let's get an outside the plane shot, and I need to answer Prayer Warrior's question about fly-by-wire. Now the big thing in the flight sim community is that X-Plane is better for doing these commercial airliners, and then if you're flying low and slow, that's where Flight Simulator excels because of just the beautiful scenery. It's a great scenery simulator. Not so great on the flight models, but even at this altitude, it looks so beautiful. In X-Plane, I would have to download tons of orthophotos, spend hours just setting up these flights. Here I can just jump in, spend my time setting up other things. Alright, so Prayer Warriors. FlyByWire is a modding group that has been modifying this plane, the A320neo. Microsoft Flight Simulator, if you get the standard edition, I think comes the two airliners. I think it comes with two airliners. It comes with the Airbus A320neo, which is this plane, and the Boeing 747. I believe if you go for the deluxe or premium version of the simulator, you also get the 787-10 Dreamliner. That stock A320neo leaves a lot to be desired, as do all the stock planes. Most of what you're seeing functional in this plane is not functional in the vanilla original A320neo that came with Flight Simulator. Doesn't have this, doesn't have the cup, doesn't have the little fly pad here. A lot of the flight computers, I don't think the chronometer button works. A lot of this stuff doesn't work. Plus, the textures. I have a texture mod on top of the A320neo texture mod, the fly-by-wire texture mod, but even their textures are really good. Little fingerprint smudges, all that stuff added. And just the functionality of this plane. Most of the stuff on this plane functions. One of the recent things that they've added is the tiller is functional. So you don't have to use the rudder pedals to, wow, we're getting a lot of turbulence. Don't need to use the rudder pedals to steer on the ground. You can actually use the tiller, is what they use in real life. And so I've got that mapped to my Z-axis on the, let's see if I do this. Yeah, I shouldn't do it. You can see the tiller moving. You just kind of see it over there. Very hard to see. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit on it. So there's the tiller. You can see it kind of moves. And actually, I think I need to reconfigure my stick again because it's going all the way one direction. You can see that, but it's only going like about 10 degrees to the left. That sometimes happens with my stick. And I have that mapped to the Z-axis of my joystick, and then my rudder pedals obviously control the rudders. And those are two separate things now, which is really nice. But the flight computer, this is so much more functional than in the vanilla the Airbus that Zibo, who are the guys that made who made the flight simulator, what they put into. So FlyByWire is this group, and they've done an amazing job with this plane. So much so that this is actually a separate plane now in the simulator. So now technically, if you own the premium version of Microsoft Flight Simulator, you get the 787, the 747, and the A320neo. And then if you download the FlyByWire A320neo mod, that actually will be a separate plane. So you actually have two separate planes now. It doesn't replace the base A320neo anymore. And if you aren't using the A320neo and you have the ability to use it, Xbox, it's not on Xbox, unfortunately. They're focusing just on computers. It's just too hard to do it for both. Again, it's free, so these guys are not making money from it. They can't put in all that time. Yes, Dribblers, I have the premium version. I don't know if it was worth it. I mean, I have the 787. I fly it occasionally. We flew it a few flights ago, actually. We had to. You get a few more handcrafted airports. Is that worth the extra 10, 15 bucks, whatever it is? Probably. I mean, the handcrafted airports are what they are. They're not... I'm sure you could spend... I mean, considering that you'll probably spend $15 on one handcrafted airport from a third party, the fact that you got like 10 extra or something and an extra plane for 15 extra bucks, all right, they're not the greatest. They're not terrible either. Yep, I'll stream tomorrow. Like I said, the stream times are a little up in the air, but I have it scheduled for 1 o'clock, but if I get up early enough, I'll start early in the morning and you know, could do just one long continuous stream. Probably just stream a flight, get off, take a break, do what I need to do, come back on in the afternoon, do another flight. In any case, between flights, I have to shut down Flight Simulator because it has a memory leak or something that causes a lot of trouble later on. So back to FlyByWire. FlyByWire is the group that is doing this mod for this plane. It's an excellent group. They've done amazing work, and they're also working on a freeware from the ground up. They're building this from the ground up, A380 for Flight Simulator. You can see another plane off in the distance. We got the contrails right there. Thank you, Prayer Warriors. Yeah, hit the share button. That's a good way too. I've said hit the subscription. I mean, if you're watching and you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. And the like button, that helps get it in front of more eyeballs. But obviously, if you share it with people directly, there you go. Ooh, this plane is getting pretty close. Wow. He must be probably 1,000 feet higher. Emirates, alright. So that's an Emirates right there. Pretty cool. I know that's been a bug for some people. They haven't been able to see other planes. Oh, there we go. There's another plane. You like turning? It's gonna match our, we're just gonna fly together now? Oops. Get back in my plane. So, you also asked with FlyByWire, the reason the FlyByWire name, why they named their group that, is the Airbus started... Thank you very much, Dribblers. Thank you. Thank you. Hey, if I can get there. Hey, Game Pori Man. Hey, mate. Welcome to the stream. We're on leg 83 of the World Tour, flying from Qatar to Iran. Thank you for joining in. How are you doing today? I'm just talking about FlyByWire. So FlyByWire is the group that does this amazing mod. They're also working on an A380 from the ground up. So they don't even have a base plane like they did with the A320. They're building models, everything from the ground up. Amazing. Just said it. We're flying Doha, Qatar to Tehran, Iran. We're 41 minutes out, it looks like, from Tehran. This is Flight 83 of the World Tour. We've done Africa. We're now doing the Middle East. I've got a fruit fly flying around. That's what I'm waving at. And we're setting up. We're setting up to get back into Europe. We're going to fly into Europe and start checking off those countries. I started this world tour in X-Plane and started in New Zealand. So I've already gone through most of the Middle East and East Asia, the Pacific Islands in X-Plane. But I started the whole thing over in Flight Simulator in Egypt and Africa, and so that's why I'm not going to be going east on this tour. We're going to be headed more west and go to the Americas, because I have yet to really fly Europe, the Americas, South America much at all in any of the Flight Simulators, so we're going to go that direction. Once we get done with the Americas, we'll fly out to Hawaii, we'll start doing the island hopping, and we'll get back over to Australia, New Zealand, and then East Asia, and India, Pakistan, all that. So those will be the tail end. I look forward to all these flights, going to all these different places, and realizing that, at least on the world tour, it's gonna be a while before I see these places again. That's a cool game. I started a YouTube doing the flight sim. That's cool. Prayer Warriors love seeing other planes. Yeah, I do too. That's why Alpha India Group is great for that, for your AI traffic. The multiplayer, obviously, if you're playing multiplayer and on the right server and you're doing group flight, you'll see those other planes. Live traffic, you'll see them. It's hit and miss. Alexandra has subscribed before. Let's see. Alexandra's back and doing paperwork as a princess. All right. Sasha, how do I do that with the iPad? Do you mean like this little thing right here? Like I said, it's an overlay. I'll have to show you. We'll have to do a stream where I can just show you. So if, or I could do a video kind of showing that behind the scenes, and then you can just watch it on demand, one way or the other. It's kind of hard for me to just pull everything up right now and do it. All right, make sure we're not getting. Hey, we're in Tehran Center now. Still no VATSIM coverage. I keep saying a lot of things. That's if I don't mind. What do you mean? If I don't mind? I've just started my own YouTube doing flight sim. That's if you don't mind. I'm not sure which. What don't I mind? I'm glad. Yeah, start your own YouTube channel. That's no problem. Good luck to you. I'll come over and check it out. I'll have to check it out. But yeah, fly-by-wire. Fly-by-wire is actually a technical term for the Airbus. Planes used to be flown by hydraulic systems. Well, I think the fly-by-wire is still. Let me look it up before I just say something stupid. All right, so fly-by-wire. It's a big famous thing with the Airbus, but I think a lot of planes basically do it now, or at least the bigger planes. Okay, so what are fly-by-wire systems? So fly-by-wire is actually a system of how to control the plane. Fly-by-wire is a system that replaces the conventional manual flight controls of an aircraft with an electronic interface. The movement of flight controls are converted to electronic signals transmitted by wires, and flight control computers determine how to move the actuators at each control surface to provide the ordered response. It can use mechanical flight control backup systems like the Boeing 777, or use fully fly-by-wire controls. Basically what happens is that when I do an input, like right now all the input's being done by the computer anyway, on the autopilot, and so it's just digital information is being sent through cables, through wires, through Ethernet cables, whatever cables they're using, to the elevator, to the rudder, to the engines, all that stuff, and that digital information gets there, is transferred into do this, and it does that. The actuators do that. It used to be you actually flew, I think it's originally it was called fly-by-cable, and I think fly-by-cable is when you're flying, you're actually, when you move the joystick or you move the flight stick or the yoke, you're actually moving a cable. You're actually attached to a cable, so you're actually physically moving something that's doing something to the back of the plane, which would be very hard. A lot of systems are hydraulic. I think there are some hydraulics obviously involved, but that's where the fly-by-wire thing comes from. And then obviously when I'm talking about fly-by-wire, I'm talking about the great modding team that made this plane. Subscribe if you don't mind. Yeah, guys, go over, check out Gameporium, or Poriman. He's on YouTube, and he's doing his flight sim. He's flying on Xbox, so that'd be really cool to see the differences, because I'm flying on computer, so I have probably more access to mods or more access to different things. But yeah, go over there and give him a subscribe and a follow. Help each other out here. Prayer Warriors. Awesome, I will subscribe. Yeah. I have a question about the Xbox game. Yeah, so if you're interested about Xbox, how the Xbox game works and things to do there, Gameporiman will probably be more your guy to go, because he's actually using playing on the Xbox. I can only tell you how it works on the PC. Yeah, Prayer Warrior is getting the Xbox X, and I'm wondering about mods. Not done. Gameporium Man. Not done any mods yet. Only had it a few weeks. Don't get the S. Get the X. Is the X the newer one? Hey, Game Bro. What's up? Welcome to the stream. We are flying over Iran right now, and over there we can see looks like a little snow or something going on in those mountains. Flying over Iran, well, flying to Iran here. Coming up on Isfahan, city of Isfahan.
123.9 Emirates 242 heavy.
And this is a world tour, my Microsoft Flight Simulator World Tour Flight 83 from Doha, Qatar to Tehran, Iran. We're going to be flying into Iran, checking that off of the list of countries to visit in the world. Prayer Warriors, yeah, the Xbox X is better. Okay, yeah, I haven't been following the Xbox. How much you pay for the game I will buy and play on PC? Yeah, I'm not sure if there's a different price for the Xbox versus the PC, but let me see what the price is. Now, I bought the deluxe edition, which is got everything in it, premium, deluxe, whatever. Let's see. If you're on PC, you can just go to flightsimulator.com. That's the official site. Let's see. Order? I think I go to order. Let's see what the price is. Alright, standard edition. You can also get it with Game Pass and all that if you want. I think if you get Game Pass, I think you pay $5 a month for Game Pass and then you get to play Flight Simulator. I don't know. Where... Oh, okay, so if you have Game Pass, you can play the standard version of Flight Simulator, which basically has everything. It has everything. Well, it doesn't have every single plane. There's some extra planes that you can get if you get the deluxe version. If you get the premium deluxe, you get a few more planes, and a few more handcrafted airports. If that's worth it to you, you know, go for it. It looks like right now the premium deluxe Game of the Year edition for Microsoft Flight Simulator is $120. I think that's what I paid. And that's because I just wanted to get everything. I wanted to get the Boeing 787-10. I wanted to get all the airports, like the 25, 30 airports handcrafted. But you're not missing a ton if you get the standard version. And you could, but I think the difference between the standard and the premium deluxe is maybe 30, 40 bucks. And for that 30, 40 bucks, what you get, it's I don't know if it's worth it. You could probably save that 30, 40 bucks. I mean, you get multiple things. I mean, you could spend 30, 40 bucks on one payware plane. I mean, you could spend way more than that on a payware plane. But you should be getting some decent quality as well. So you got some options. If you go on the website, I think it would show you what you get extra with each of them. That's not us. Beautiful scenery here in Iran. We get already getting some snow in some of the mountains. That's pretty cool. Still dealing with high winds, 126 degrees coming across our nose. You see how we're kind of crabbing here. We're at 330. Our plane is aimed at 330 degrees to maintain our course of 344 degrees. And you can see we got a lot of turbulence. Fortunately, the passengers have to have their seatbelts on. Let's see. Wow. Gameporium Man. A lot less storage on the S, and there's not a 1.2 HD on it. What's a 1.2 HD? Or is that like an... Do you mean an M2 hard drive? Game Bro, can I buy it on MMOGA or at Instant Gaming? What is MMOGA? Or Instant Gaming? I don't know. You can get it on Xbox, on the Xbox Game Pass or whatever. You can get it on Steam. What is MMOGA? Oh, okay, MMOG Power Deals. Okay, so it's a place where you can get like deals and stuff. Well, let's see. I'm on the website, Microsoft Flight Simulator. I've never heard of this site. I always kind of kick myself when I find sites like this. I'm like, I could have saved 30 bucks on a game, or I could have gotten this game bundled. Microsoft Flight Simulator. I actually did buy a few bundles on... Oh yeah, you can... Here you go. Yeah, MMOGA. You can get the Premium Deluxe Edition for 100 bucks. Standard Edition would be just under 60. Usually Standard's 80. Prices seem a little higher, actually, though. What is RRP dollars? Maybe the dollars are different? Yeah, it's probably different. But, yeah, you can buy it over there. They have it there. What else did you say? Instant Gaming. I've never heard of all these different sites. I use Steam. And sometimes I wish I would buy more of these things on some of these other sites. Your favorite PC Mac games up to 70% off. Oh my goodness. Hi, how do they do this? Oh man, thank you for introducing me to these. Wow, if you go, yeah, Instant Gaming, you go there, 31% off for the Premium Deluxe version of... Yeah, 31% off for the Microsoft the Windows version of Premium Deluxe Flight Simulator, $94.11. If you get it for the Xbox, it's 32% off, and it's $92.98. So yeah, they're there, and they have sales. I don't know how that works. I've never seen this before. Awesome. I'm going to be checking these websites out. Saving these right now. Bookmark. Where do I go here? Bookmark. Games. Save. Awesome. Thank you for... That's pretty cool. What is this? Moga. MMOGA. Come on, just go. I've never heard about these places. Pretty cool. Yeah, so you can go there too. Steam. I mean, there's always sales and stuff. I don't know if those are just sales right now or if that's just how it is always. Ooh. I hope Flight Simulator's not kind of glitching out on us. Seems like the longer a flight is, it's like a memory bleed. And when we change cameras, it kind of glitches. Alright, we are going over the city of Isfahan. That's what's below us right now. I'll just answer a few more of your questions, and I'm going to have to just duck out for a quick second, run to the bathroom. Xbox is about $76. I'm assuming that's for a standard version. Hey Sasha, Emporium will be back soon. I will build a point in my room only for the game and another point for Forza. Like two different gaming systems. That's what I need, because I got like all my flight stuff here. Then I have right up on the shelf over here. I actually have a nice sized desk where I could have my steering wheel sit there and the shifter, but just there's no room to do other stuff then, you know, put down a drink or write notes for my flight. Well, that would be cool. Not going to happen for me, though, anytime soon. Alexandria, Regine, Victoriae, Magnae, Britanniae, Prope, Duxit, Anorlum Regis Filius. Dropping some Latin on us here. Prayer Warriors, you guys hit that like button and subscribe. Thank you very much. Also, if you guys are on Twitch, if you guys know of Twitch, are already over there and you watch Twitch, I'm on Twitch, streaming right now, working on trying to get to affiliate status. We need one more follower to get that follower threshold, but then the hard one is getting 3 viewer average. And over on Twitch, getting 3 viewers on average for your streams during a week or a month or whatever it is. It's kind of hard, but if you guys are over there also, highly encourage you to watch over there right now. You can watch both places, just have 2 open windows on your screen. That's what I do sometimes. With joystick and the other things. Yep. Yeah, Game Bro. Game Bro's gonna, sounds like he's gonna set up 2 gaming stations. Are you gonna have 2 computers? Or just have 2 stations, or I don't know. Prayer Warrior, subscribe! Yes, subscribe if you're on YouTube. Watch. If I get to 1,000 subscribers and get enough views on these videos and stuff, then YouTube starts giving me money. I get the YouTube money. And alright, let's see. A lot of Emirates flights being told to descend. We are coming up on Dapog. Gonna jump back. Okay, our top of descent is gonna be after Dapog. Did you see my previous comment? Yes, I did. Game Bro, $88 in Germany, 88 euros. I can't wait to see you on ATS. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I need to still set up ATS and figure out how to do the live streaming on ATS. Game Pori Man, let's have a look out the windows and plane view. Oh yeah, well, we've done that. Let's go do some plane. There we go. Sorry about that. Been talking so much. Got to change these views. Raul Zamora Vargas, amen. Thank you, Raul. Again, if you guys haven't subscribed yet, I haven't seen all your names popping up on the subs, but you guys might have subbed before. But if you sub, you'll be right up there as the latest sub. Andrew Beeman is our latest sub. So if you haven't subbed already, hey, hit that sub button right now and you'll get to see your name in a big writing right in the middle of the screen during the stream. Game Bro, 1 monitor, 1 joystick, and it's on my PC for Forza, the stuff for Forza, and yeah. I subscribe, see you, man. Cool. You are on PC, right? 3 computers and monitors, and yeah, so I will build it. 6 monitors. Hey, if you can do it, do it. Go for it. Don't put yourself in debt to do it, though. Make sure your bills are paid. Make sure things are taken care of that you need to take care of.
Emirates 222 Heavy, please expedite your descent, flight level 350.
I'd love to... Well, the first thing that I want to do is get, upgrade my graphics card. Because I'm still on the 1070 for the graphics card. I upgraded my CPU, added some memory. I had to buy a new motherboard to upgrade the CPU. But that really was a game changer for Flight Simulator. My computer's like 5-6 years old, and I didn't build it with doing streaming and videos in mind. It was good enough for gaming, but not good enough for doing the streaming also. So upgrade the CPU, upgrade the memory, but still stuck with the 1070. So the 1070 is kind of the bottleneck right now.
Climb and maintain flight level 400 Emirates 133 Heavy.
I have a 10 meters room, so I will build it. Yeah. I don't have the space either. Like, I'm already reaching halfway across the room. And it's full of like a stroller. We got the stroller right here. We got a little bathtub, baby bath thing. Cribs over here. The other side, dresser. Got the closet back there, but that thing is just a mess. Can we see my setup? I don't know how I would do that, but at some point, yeah. Once I figure out how to do it, or figure out how to get a... I guess I could take a picture, probably, or video it, and then make a video and then show it during live stream, or just have a video up. It's not very impressive. I know I have I think I have a picture of my setup in China when I was living there. We are hitting some turbulence. Alright, see you later, game bro. I hope you subscribed. I'm not sure if you did. If you did before, thank you very much. Okay, let's kind of go in this window. We can see a little bit more. Alright, give me 1 second. I'm going to step away, use the bathroom, and then we'll be back for our approach and landing. Descent, approach, and landing. Alright, back. We are beginning our descent. Seatbelt signs are on. Still dealing with heavy winds. No heavier than our last flight though, but much more noticeable and much more noticeable on this crabbing here. Never noticed it like that. Fruit fly. Coming from. Looks like we got some clouds coming in. Okay, we need to enter our destination data, all that stuff. So let's go to get our weather request. Not sure why So we need to enter our data right here, performance. Current plan for this flight is we're gonna land runway 29 right. Let's see, 29 right.
Z4317, please expedite your climb, flight level 370.
So, pull up the final approach chart for that. Our ILS is going to be 110.3. Well, we don't need to put that in. They'll automatically go in depending where we don't need to put that in ourselves. Looking here, transition altitude. We can get that in on our light computer right now. 9,000. This is where we transition to our ground pressure. Mad error. What are you talking about? 9,000. There we go. Minimums on this ILS approach 3,400. I like to go with the higher one just to be safe. 3,479 feet. And that is 223 feet above the runway elevation. Runway elevation. Right there, 3,256. The airport's at 3,030 or 3,305 feet. All right, so we can put that away for now. Come back to that later. Let's see. I have a name for our mascot, Captain Wenzel Jr. Did you hear Bob Seger? Not Bob Seger, Bob Saget. Bob Seger is the musician. He's the guitar rock star. He did like what songs did he do? Hear him in my head, like, you know, Like a Rock and Hollywood Nights or Hollywood. Yeah. No, Bob Seger didn't die. Bob Saget died. The comedian, like Danny Tanner on Full House, and then he was the host of American Home Videos for a number of years. Yeah, he died. That hits close to home because only 65.
Qatari 482. Tehran Center, Qatari 482, flight level 230.
Right, we're at 230. Good. Alright, let's go back in the flight computer and get that weather information. Received. Here's our MEDAR. There we go. Print that out. Go back to the performance page. Here's the printout. I love this. Again, here's something you don't get on the stock A320 from the game. This is only with FlyByWire's mod. Alright. So our MEDAR data, we have got this on the 10th at 2030 Zulu. That's real time though. See our time in game, completely different time. That's why the weather doesn't really match temperature wise. Well, what is MO3? M03, I'm not sure what that means. That's the dew point. So you can see the temperature is really low. Probably during the day it's a lot warmer than that, or a little bit warmer. So temperature 4 degrees. Broken clouds at 10,000 feet, that's what we're seeing. Visibility 6,000. Winds are 360 degrees at 4 knots, so we're not going to have much winds coming in. And QNH 1020, about the same as our departure. There we go. Alright, I'm going to put in our final.
Qatari 482 descend and maintain 17,000 feet. Emirates 972
See, the nice thing with VATSIM is at this point they'd tell us to come in on what our standard terminal arrival
Descend and maintain 17,000 feet.
approach
Qatari
route is.
482.
Our route is BOXAM to X-ray. Bring the net.
Emirates 972 heavy climb and maintain flight level 370.
So there's BOXAM. And then we're going to do Oxava. Maximum of 270 knots once we're within the TMA, which is we're coming up on, so we're going to have to slow down. 270 knots. And then a maximum of 230 knots within center, which is right here. There is a way where I can actually draw these circles in on here. I'm not sure where that is. Or if I could do it on this plane. It might be on the CRJ, actually, from Aerosoft. So we need... Actual descent clearance will be directed by ATC. True. Okay, nothing crazy there. Alright. We are descending at 270 knots. Right now going over Namac Lake. We're going to see what they give us. What I'm going to put into the flight computer. We want 29 right. Oh, someone just subscribed or followed. Roland RXN is now following on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. We have reached our goal, follower goal, 50 followers. I'm going to have to update that now and make it something else, but we have 50 followers on Twitch. Thank you very much. I'm trying to do that for a few weeks now, and we have reached it. Roland RXN, latest follower on Twitch. Thank you for the follow. Thank you very much. All right. What are we? BOXAM to X-ray. Right there. A VIA. We're not going to do a VIA. Just go straight to final. Insert. All right. If you are on Twitch, just hit the exclamation mark and then put an exclamation mark and then Discord, and that will give you a link to our Discord where you can suggest flights, just talk about whatever, other games. I do play other games. I haven't been playing other games lately. I've just been Flight Simulator, but I do want to play some other games, some old Star Wars games like Jedi Knight, Dark Forces, X-Wing, TIE Fighter. I do play probably will try to get back into American Truck Simulator. I did just buy Wyoming yesterday, so I did just put some money down on that. Alright, 17,000 feet. Are you gonna let us...
Tehran Center, Qatari 482 requesting
I bet you they're gonna clear us for... Probably going to go to the other side, come in the other direction. Okay. Well, we'll just wait for what they give us.
Turn left heading 325, Qatari 482.
I didn't live in Japan. I've actually never been to Japan. I lived in China for... I first went to China in August 2010. Worked there for about 5 months until February 2011, and then went back a couple times for a month each during that year, and then went back basically permanently with, we would take about a couple weeks to a month vacations in the United States to visit my family and do road trips. I'm at 17,000 feet. Silly person. You know why we're not? Because pressure. They don't understand pressure very well because I guess they think the transition is 18,000 probably. That's a little annoying. So probably we should have been descending more.
Qatari 482 descend and maintain 6,000 feet.
Descend and maintain 6,000 feet. Qatari 482.
I'm going to put on the spoilers a little bit just to help us out. Greetings, Shannon Carpenter. Welcome to the stream. We are flying leg 83 of my world tour, flying into every country in the world via commercial flights, real commercial flights. Trying to fly in the real planes too for those flights, real liveries. Here we are, Qatar Airways A320neo flying into from Doha, Qatar to Tehran, Iran. Back to what I was talking about with Prayer Warriors there, though. I lived in China. Basically, I had spent about 7 months in China, if you total it up, before I went back in January 2012, got a job teaching English there, and was there until basically July 2019 with a few vacations sprinkled in there every other year, back to the United States for about a month at a time. The last couple of years, me and my wife were actually running our own little school in her hometown. But obviously things started kind of changing in China, and so we made a decision to come here to the United States. And now I'm doing trucking and just trying to figure out what to do for the future. But I definitely miss China. We both miss China. I haven't been able to go back since because obviously the pandemic. And I'm very worried that it's going to be harder for us to go back, money-wise, time-wise. In China, we just had so much more free time. The jobs we were working, teaching English, you do that 20 hours a week maybe. Good vacation time with the different festivals. And the pay, I made a couple $1,000s a month, but you don't spend that much in China, so just save it up and then you can spend it getting an airline ticket, a couple airline tickets round trip from China to the United States and back. Alright, we are at 11.6. Start slowing down to 250. We're actually in the center, so we need to get down to 230 actually. At Tehran center, max speed is 230, so we're a little speeding right now. Alright, so we need to be at 6,000 feet at 11 miles out from the ILS. Let's make sure our ILS is in here. 110.3. India Kilo Alpha, that matches up. And the VOR, we'll put that in, is 114.3. Let's see, missed approach, we climb on radial 284 with 4,600 feet. Then turn left to intercept radial 140. We'll put 140 in there because that's the one. That first radial we'll already be flying on. I think I could actually put the same radial. I can actually cross these radials. I've never done this before. There we go. We can actually do this. Turn that VOR on as well. Same VOR, but different radials, which we'll need to do our go-around. Alright, landing lights on. We're below 10,000 feet. Light ourselves up so everyone can see us. We're going 230 knots. Hopefully they don't give us a completely opposite runway than we were planning. What we got here? Airport. Yeah, there's 2 runways. 29 right, 29 left. 29 left is kind of a weird. It's like they actually use it as the parallel taxiway now. So I betcha they're gonna have us clear us to 29 left. Man, you gotta eat the real pho. I make pho myself. Well, I don't think we really didn't have pho in China. Not that I know. Pho's more Vietnamese. Oh, but we got the real. We had the real Chinese food, definitely. Man, this game is so beautiful. Look at those mountains over there, snow-covered caps. We're gonna have to watch our altitude. Coming in on the final. We're gonna vector ourselves in. Actually, don't need to. So we need to be at 10,000 or 6,000 feet right here. Let's start getting slowed down as well. Let's see, 6,000 feet from there, 6.2 miles out. Let's turn on the LS. 6.2 miles out, we need to be at 5230 for our altitude. Right, so I'm just gonna go over here. Go flaps 1. Very good. So they want us to do VOR. I'm not going to do that whole approach because I have other things to do. We're just going to fly straight in. But what we would do is we'd fly into the VOR, then fly back out and do a radial. But I'm not going to do that. We're already set good here. We just need to descend. We can capture the glide slope. I'm going to select another approach. Do the ILS. Vector the final approach.
Qatari 482 would like ILS runway 29 or right approach vectors to final.
2,500.
Flaps 2.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 29 or right approach. Maintain present heading and altitude. Expect vectors ILS runway 29 or right approach. Qatari 482.
Oh, you were thinking China. All right. Did I miss something? Alexander, you're wet and you're quite right. I don't know. I missed this. I missed something. All right, so we're at 5,000 feet. We're gonna turn on our approach. Looks like we can go get our autopilot 2. Should have the glide slope soon. Our little diamonds. Landing gear. We'll do our check here.
Flight attendants, please prepare for landing.
Landing gear down. Go flaps 3.
Qatari 482 or 1,000 feet below your assigned altitude. Climb and maintain 6,000.
Okay, so they're getting grumpy because they probably want us to go into the VOR and maintain, so we're just gonna leave me alone for that. They're gonna yell at us, but ATC can kind of be annoying. Okay, we should be capturing the glide slope now. Are we capturing the glide slope? I always get a little nervous. I think we are. Yeah. coming down. Alright, let's go flaps full.
Qatari 482, please expedite your climb 6,000 feet.
And we're 500 feet above. Just gonna fly this in by stick.
400.
I'll see the autopilot in the A320neo, the fly-by-wire mod. It has auto land. We don't need to use that. We'll just do the throttle and everything ourselves. Maintain center line.
200.
Don't forget to put the auto brakes on. You could use the reversers as well.
1 mile east of IK8.
100.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Contact IK8
50,
tower on
40,
118.6.
30, 20. Retard. 5.
Maintain present heading and altitude. Tower on 118.7 Qatari 482.
Reversers. Yeah, we really don't need reversers. Auto brake will get it done for us.
Runway 29 right approach. Qatari 482 IK8 tower. QNH 30.12 windcom cleared ILS runway 29 right approach. Qatari 482, you are not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
Yeah, I wasn't cleared to land. Sure. Alright, let's clear the spoilers. And let's figure out where we can get off this runway. Alright, coming up on Yankee, right here.
Qatari 482, you are not cleared to land. Clear the runway.
Guess I could have gone off on Foxtrot, actually.
Qatari 482, contact ground on 121.6.
Gentlemen, welcome to Iran. The local time is
Going to
11:01
121.6
a.m.
Qatari
and it's currently
482.
about 4.
It's 11:01 a.m. In-game, obviously.
Please remain seated until the air traffic comes to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off. Remember to use
Alright,
caution when
APU,
opening overhead bins.
landing lights off, taxi, strobe, auto, ATC, TCAS off. And we're going to turn right up here. We're going to cut across this runway. Is used as another parallel taxiway. And we're going to contact ground. Taxi to gates.
IKA ground. Qatari 482, request taxi to the gate.
Qatari 482 taxi to gate 10 via taxiway Alpha.
Taxiing to gate 10 via taxiway Alpha. Qatari 482.
Alright, we're going to shut off engine 2. Airport kind of just seems like it's in the middle of nowhere. Alright. While I am taxiing in, I forgot to open our little world map. Do that. I can see some hiccups from the frame rate while that's happening. You can see engine 2 has spooled down. I think when you turn off engine 2 though, it kind of pulls the plane to the right. I'm assuming if I had turned off engine 1, it would pull us to the left. Get that weird sound when you turn off that engine though. So taxi, when we start our taxi to here landing, and now taxiing, we've been 2 hours and 17 minutes. Okay, let's see if the... Gate 10. It's always hard when they give you a gate where there is no gate 10. It's like 110 or something like that. Looks like we have one other plane here. And they just said taxi via Alpha. They didn't tell us how to enter that little apron here. We're gonna enter. We're gonna wait till we get to Juliet. I don't think I have a custom airport here. This is just the stock airport, auto-genned airport by Flight Simulator. We've got another Qatar Airways in the gate. Flights always take longer than planned. Always. Alright, a little over that line. Parking brake set. Taxi lights off. APU bleed on. Engine 2 or engine 1 coming down. Turn off the beacon light. We can get the jetway. Alright, and once we have that engine down, we will turn off the seatbelt sign and they'll let the passengers off. Speaking of the passengers, we're using PAC-X today for our passenger simulation. Again, as always, that localized names. Oh, these passengers is coming off. Alright. You see, these names are a little bit more Persian and Middle Eastern than our flight last night where we were in America. They're already getting off. I didn't even turn off the seatbelt sign though. Oops. Alright, seatbelt sign off. Engines are down. Let's see. Turn off our navigation. Fuel pumps off. Your oxygen supply. ATC. Break to wind shear, weather radar. That's basically it for now. While we're waiting for the passengers to deboard, I'll pull up Volanta. There we go, complete the flight. Where did my flight go? This isn't my active flight. There we go, there's our flight. I don't know why it did that. You can see our departure route. An easy flight into Iran. And how did we land? Landing rate 240, just about 244 feet per minute. Landing for G-force right where we wanted. Speed. Fuel burn 4131. Distance 690 miles. Flight time an hour 45. Alright, and quickly try to do it as quick as possible. Where is it? Get my world map. Why it keeps showing up on that screen, it's not where I want it. I want it over here. You're gonna see our world tour. Africa complete. And we're in the Middle East. So let's zoom in to Iran. And there it is. Iran is complete. Next flight, we're going to be going to... Where are we going to next time? We're going up to Azerbaijan, which is just north of Iran, right there. Alright, let's see how... Let's end this Pac X flight. Short departure delay due to traffic. Totally telling my friends about this airline, as you should. Thank you very much. Alright, thanks for coming on another flight. We'll do another stream probably later in the evening here. Maybe get on some VATSIM in the United States, or do another world tour flight. Or VFR. Who knows? We'll see what it is. Yeah. So thanks for all the chats. Thanks for getting us to 50 follows on Twitch, and all the subscriptions today on YouTube. It's been going crazy over there on YouTube. Thank you very much. I will see you probably sometime this evening, so keep an eye out. Hit that notification bell, subscriptions, all that stuff, and you'll be able to see when I'm going live, and we'll do something fun tonight. Until then, happy flying and take care.